Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So Illinois' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB. Pass-catching, touchdown-scoring. Woo! Son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All defenses talk about sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. He's looking for a man on second down. He looks that one in nicely. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards and they'll move the chains. Quick strike complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Illinois lining up quickly. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Paul, where everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. It's complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. It's first and goal as Illinois comes to the line. Straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illinois. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown in the opening drive.
Off to the races to the right. Past the 30. The 10. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with the target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
Mississippi State right back to the line. Trying to punch it in. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. On the option, the pitch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep beating him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. It was closed down by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Working that left side now. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Illinois right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great...
Running for the tape. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Sanders. Touchdown Illini! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense enough.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
Leaves it with the back. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's able to do this and just pull it down after he sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays. So frustrating for a defense if I blitz and play man-to-man.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the...
And he intercepts it.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on 3rd down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with it.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. That cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a... Open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. He finds his man. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Setting up the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up for him.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the minute. Clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Goes to the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Starkville.
Just about set to kick it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now on first down from the 28. Using his legs, it's Daniels. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nifty little dance step. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll throw it on first down. He's going to run it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Now on the option. Now the toss. And he'll run across the sidelines after the...
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass on second down. Using his legs to buy some time.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They take the lead with the 6.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense. Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Altmaier. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter step. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Illinois lining up quickly. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. They'll go back to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Dances away from one. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Going for 6. Touchdown, finding Illini. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot.
Afterburners coming. Russell to the ground after picking up the first down.
Yeah, this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looking to throw on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. They move on top here in the 4th.
This offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas State has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 24 over Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Illinois! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And it's good, and he's gotten the lead up to 3 late. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Looking for room at the 40. Racing to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting a big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll try to pin them back for this kickoff and then have the defense with the finishing touches on a win. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.